Hey everyone, Mike and Aubrey here again, and today we're talking about our recent trip to London with kids. If you guys don't know, we have 4 kids and 3 dogs, and we moved from the States to Spain, and we're taking some of that time being in Europe to try to travel cheaper with the kids, get them to experience different countries, just other things like that. And so, first time in London with kids, was it worth it? It 100% was. I absolutely love London, more than New York City, more than Boston. I can't really compare how much I love London. We did get very lucky. I don't think it rained a single day we were there, which is wild. It's not like we went during a great time. We went during the fall. Just to kind of show like what our plan was moving here to Spain. We got tickets from Valencia to London direct for, I think it was like $35 or $40 a seat on Ryanair. We booked it maybe like 2 weeks out. We got an Airbnb right kind of near Paddington Station. And it was really easy. After being in Spain for this long, I can't tell you how nice it was just to take a little break. Because it does feel like every time I leave the house here, I actually have to like really focus and pay attention because like they're speaking Spanish, right? And when we got off the plane in London, I didn't know where to go, I didn't know what to do, and I just asked someone for help. And like the fact that I could just understand, I didn't have to think, I didn't have to translate anything. But it was really easy. We jumped on a train, I think it was $92 round trip, and that got us from Stansted, I'm not saying it correctly, but the Ryanair hub, into basically Paddington Station. We stopped at Liverpool Street, and kids under 5 are free, so one of our young ones was free. I believe kids under 11 are actually free on the tube and buses in London. So if not, then we didn't pay, and I apologize. But that's what we were told. But yeah, absolutely loved it. It was a really easy trip, a little busy, but Aubrey will kind of start you off with some of the things we did. We're not going to list everything in this video because it's a lot. We were there for a week and we honestly crammed in too much, but maybe we'll make another video with some other stuff. But this is some highlights of our trip, so yeah.
Pretty much one full day we spent going to, and I'm going to butcher the name, so I'm sorry, Leicester Square.
It's a weird name.
It's like a different spelling, so it's hard. That was really cool. There was people just doing shows in the middle of like the square. There was cool statues and tons of good food. So that was really neat. I know that someone said they do movies or plays that they do there, but we didn't get to see that or didn't stay. Another thing we did was the M&M store. That was about 3 or 4 floors, which was very busy, huge. We probably stayed on maybe 2 floors just to get our candies, and we booked it out of there because our kids were going nuts. They were running from one side to the other, filling these giant bags, and we were like, this is getting too expensive. We need to get out of here now. And then the last thing we did, I think it's called Hamley's, the toy store. Is maybe the biggest toy store I've ever seen in my entire life. It got to the point where all of us wanted just to leave. We didn't get any toys because it was ridiculously priced. Our kids were like, let's get out of here. I mean, every time you'd walk, you'd brush shoulders with people. It was so overwhelming, but also really, really cool. I mean, people were dressed up as characters, and it was a neat place to be, but I just think we came at the wrong time.
Yeah, I'd have to agree on that. I think Hamley's is really cool. They have a ton of people like doing demonstrations of all the toys and like even video game, anything you could think of. I think it's the oldest toy store in Europe. Maybe it's the biggest. It's one of the things. There's something very historic about it. With that said, I mean, as Aubrey said, it was overpriced and it was packed. And I think we were there like on a Tuesday afternoon, maybe or so. It was something wild. It was really hectic. It was like 8 floors, and we have 4 kids under 10. They didn't know where to look. There were constant people around. I mean, it was really like overwhelming. Yeah. One last thing about Leicester Square. I'm not saying it correctly, but there's a Chinatown right next to it. Gosh. Maybe that's an adult thing, but it was one of my favorite parts about it. The food was so good. Really, really cool experience. But I'll move into my section. So with the kids, we did Legoland. And from where we were staying, it was actually really easy. We got a ticket, just hopped on a train right at Paddington Station out towards like Windsor or something. and then from there you had to take another train in. It was just a one-way train both ways. Couple things about Legoland that was nice at the Windsor and Eton, I think that's what it was. Really cool little train station, and we actually got a buy an adult meal, your 2 kids eat free, which we haven't seen that forever anywhere, and that was really nice. So that was, especially with 4 kids, that was cool. But Legoland itself, I actually thought it was great. The kids absolutely loved it. They had rides for little ones, they had rides for a little bit older ones. They had stuff that even me and Aubrey enjoyed. The one thing that sucked was we definitely could have done it in like 4 to 6 hours. We didn't rush our way there. So I think we got there at noon. It opens at 10 a.m. We didn't rush our way there because we're like, oh, it's like a Thursday or something when we went. Like, who cares? No one's going to be there. Unfortunately, this is something we're going to look into in the future. When we booked it, it was actually fall break for all the kids in London. So they have a 1-week break for that fall break. That was the week we chose to go. And it was busy, but it wasn't like unbearably busy, but it was a lot busier than it was going to be there. So we only had about 5 hours there. Probably could have took 7 to like see everything. But if you didn't have everyone there, you could have done it in 4 to 5 hours very easily without feeling rushed. Some really cool rides. Food was actually, pretty good, I thought. They have some open areas. You can have picnics. You can climb like this big shipwreck thing for like a playground if you just don't want to ride rides at the time. They have it all broken down into little sections of like just Lego buildings, or like just like a Ninjago area, or just a
Duplo and
like the bigger ones. They have like a Wild West area. They have like a desert area. They try to like separate it as like a city area for like firefighters and policemen. Cool. The kids liked it. They enjoyed it. I just wish we didn't go on a freaking fall week off. And it was actually the Halloween setup, so it was really nice. But yeah, Legoland, very easy to get to, reasonably priced, and the kids loved it. So if you have kids under, even 12, I'd say they're probably going to enjoy themselves there.
For sure.
So, yeah.
Another thing we did, which we thought was really neat, was the Natural History Museum. And that was free, which is really cool. I would suggest booking your tickets online. You could do it ahead of time, and basically when you get there, there's this long line that wrapped around the building. But if you booked a ticket, this free ticket, you basically show up at the front of the line and you get to go in before everyone else, which is really nice. And I would recommend going in the morning because it started getting packed by, 12 o'clock. So that was cool. You could donate money right inside after you go because it is free. The food was pretty good. We ate lunch there, and there were kids meals. So a lot of places in Valencia we haven't seen, maybe we just don't know the places yet, that offer kids meals. So it was just a bundle, and you just grab their sandwich, their fruit, and their drink, and they were ready to go. And it was just a set price of, I don't even know, like maybe $4 or $5.
Yeah, $4 or $5. It was really reasonably priced for a museum. We have to say, we weren't like just ripped off, which was nice.
And our kids were happy with the food too. I think our kids eat very well, and they try new stuff, but no one complained. They ate the whole thing, and it was a pretty decent little cafe inside there, which I think there are a few, but I know the one that we went to was pretty good. But the museum itself was really, really neat. They had stuff from like dinosaurs to jewels. You got to see all of the cool jewels, which our kids were there forever. But we probably there a couple hours, and we easily could have spent longer. It just got so crowded that I don't think we like crowds anymore. So we just gave up after 2 to 3 hours, and we moved on. But it was really cool, worth a visit. It
was. The fact that there was a science museum right next to the history museum. We chose the history one because it had like some dinosaur bones and like Aubrey said, the jewels. There's actually some like earthquake, volcano type stuff. So there's some learning, then just some cool stuff to look at. Cool stuff to look at. The science one was right next to it. That one was packed as well. But I guess all the museums in London are free. We did donate online. I don't know if I would again, and not that I wouldn't donate. It's just when you walk through, I already donated online. They kind of like push you to donate again, like in person. I tried to like show them like I did already. You feel bad because like it is a free ticket, you know. But so I say just book your tickets online for free, so you don't have to stand in line, and then just donate in person, so you feel like they congratulate you, they clap for you and stuff, right? Like even though we did online, it was kind of weird. The last thing we're going to touch on, and again, we did. God, probably might have to make a second video to be honest. Like we did so much, but we did an afternoon tea with the kids that my wife booked. I want to make this very clear, and it was amazing. It was actually a science-based afternoon tea where like you even pour some stuff in and it bubbles up. Things change colors. The kids absolutely loved it. We actually loved it. The food was great. The reason I say my wife booked this is that we definitely did not look at the prices, and when we got the bill for the 6 of us, it was surprising. I'm pretty sure $50, 50 pounds, which is to a dollar is not like a pound is way stronger than a dollar. I think we were $50 each. Kids were 35 each, maybe. It was an outrageous number. I think we spent like $300 at this afternoon tea at this beautiful hotel.
The Ampersand?
Ampersand, I think it was. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, the food was amazing. I think like the lady felt bad because she saw how many kids we were paying for. She was trying to tell us that you can actually just keep ordering the food, and then you can take it home to like eat dinner, right? Because they give you like sandwiches, they give you desserts, they give you, I mean, everything you could possibly want. Some of the scones were amazing. The tea was amazing. I love the experience, but seeing 300 like pounds hit you, like, whoa, like kind of caught you off guard.
And it would be good for a lunch. I think we had it at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and so we already had a huge lunch, so we were full by the time, so it almost made it not worth it.
Yeah.
But I would definitely recommend either earlier or later when you're actually hungry.
Yeah. And again, you can order more, they'll pack it up, you could take it home. Like the lady kept like trying to tell us this, but we were just too full at that time, to be honest. We were honestly just sick of how much we ate because the food was pretty good in London as well. But yeah, so we had this afternoon tea. It was amazing. I don't know if I'd do it again, but like we can now say we've had, afternoon tea in London with our children. So it was a cool experience. Come hungry because there's a lot of food. But other than that, like I said, there's easily 5, 6, 7 things. I mean, what else was there? Shrek,
The
London Eye,
the London Bridge experience,
London Bridge / dungeon. I mean,
so much.
Camden markets, borough markets. We'll probably make a second video.
The ship. We went to a really
ship
cool
was really
ship.
cool.
That was really neat.
Overall, 100% recommend London with kids. It was our first time there. While it was busy, at least busier than Valencia, amazing place to travel to. I cannot recommend it enough. And I thought the people were pretty friendly and stuff. So that is our video for this. Like I said, maybe we'll do a part 2. But as of now, that's it, and we'll see you guys in our next video.
Adios.
Adios.